Welcome everyone to my studio in the Hudson Valley. My name is Loren Eiferman and I am this week's visiting artist for I Like Your Work. My work is very unique, my wood sculptures. No one on this planet works the way I do. So let me tell you a little bit about my process. I collect tree branches and sticks every day on my morning walks. This is from this past weekend's haul. And then I come to my drafting work table and I get the stick and I debark it using a simple spoke shave. My tools are really sort of simple. I use a Japanese pull saw. I have this hammer that is quite hysterical, covered with glue. And then I always do a drawing first of what I want my sculpture to look like. And that drawing acts like a roadmap of what I want my sculpture to be. So for instance, I then go about starting to try to find sticks and look for shapes found within each piece of stick, wood. So I might cut it, the piece of wood there, and then there, and then there. And then I join them together using dowels and wood glue, sand it smooth, make a putty, wait for it to dry, sand it using my flexible shaft tool, reapply the putty, wait for it to dry, sand it again, and I usually need to reapply the putty 3 or 4 times so the seams are all seamless. So for instance, this sculpture was made from 124 small pieces of wood that have been joined together. I've left these 3 works natural because I really want to cast these into bronze. I did 1 bronze casting and it rocked my world. So these 3 hopefully will be cast in. But this whole wall is work that I've done over the past 10 years or so. I have actually 30 works out of my studio now in a couple of shows. But this wall is mainly focused on inspiration from work from my Voynich manuscript series. The Voynich manuscript was a manuscript that was written in the 15th century in an unknown language by an unknown author and filled with illustrations of plants that don't exist in nature. And when I found this manuscript, it was like a gut punch. So for the past 10 years, I've been inspired by translating these illustrations into sculptures. So for instance, this illustration turned into this sculpture. I am also find inspiration out in nature, in my garden, looking at how a leaf might curl. Images from the Hubble telescope. I find inspiration all around us. Another source of inspiration is a photographer named Carl Blossfeldt who worked at the turn of the century making black and white photographs of nature in extreme close-up. So this photograph of an abutilon turned into this sculpture, which was made from 116 small pieces of wood that have been joined together. My process is very slow. For instance, that sculpture that I've been working on for the past 3 months is still not done. So to get out my endorphins and my happy art place, I create what I call my morning drawings. These are drawings that are based off of images that I cull from different newspapers and work on them and then add to these images. So I might add earth to it, collage, different materials, graphite, and these drawings are work that I do every morning. I had a professor once in France named Erika, and he taught me a great lesson. He said, put your body in the position of work and the work will flow. I always find starting is always the hardest thing. So I come to the studio in the morning, work on these drawings, and then I am ready and my energy is up. I want to thank I Like Your Work podcast.com for inviting me. You can read about this interview if you log on to their website. My website is loreneifermanart.com and my Instagram handle is @Loren Eiferman. Thank you all for coming and visiting, and may you all stay inspired.